Welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Junior Garcia, and here are some of the stories we have for you tonight. Man dies from self-inflicted gunshot wound. Copper thieves on the loose in St. Croix. And CHS reopening update. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
TV8 News is brought to you by Total Excellium. More protection, more miles. Total, you know where to turn.
In our top story, an elderly St. Thomas man was discovered at his home by police with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his head. On May 28, 2014, officers were dispatched to 11G Hull Bay for a report of a person who was not feeling well. Responding officers discovered a male later identified as 79-year-old Larry Laplace lying on his bed, bleeding from the head and holding a firearm in his hand. Officers disarmed Laplace and requested medical assistance. Emergency medical technicians transported Laplace to the Roy L. Snyder Hospital, where he received medical attention for a self-inflicted gunshot wound. On May 29, 2014, at approximately 2:30 a.m., Laplace succumbed to his injuries. The case has been ruled a suicide. In other news, copper thieves have once again wreaked havoc in the phone and internet service for 200 innovative customers on St. Croix. Essie Gaston Edwards has the details.
Innovative has experienced another outage due to copper wire theft to the company's outside plant telecommunication facilities on the island of St. Croix. It is unfortunate that in the span of 4 weeks, Innovative Telephone has suffered 2 incidents of copper wire theft, with areas like Grove Place, Upper Love, and Carambola being affected. Last night, 4 spans of 300 pair cable were stolen, leaving over 200 subscribers in the Salt River, Marina, and Gentle Winds condos areas out of telecommunication and also internet service. Innovative's outside plant technical team are on site and will continue to work diligently until service is restored. Senior Vice President and Chief Technology Officer stated instances of copper theft cause a major economic strain on the company's resources, irreparable damage to the existing plant, and frustration to our customers. St. Croix residents are asked to be very vigilant. Mucklebar concluded, "We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause our customers, and we will continue to keep the public informed on the status of the repairs."
In other crime news, a St. Thomas man was wounded by police gunfire when he and others began fleeing as police conducted a search of a local housing community. Major crime detectives are investigating the non-fatal shooting of a 23-year-old male that occurred on May 20th around 5:40 p.m. in the Michael J. Kerwin housing community. The victim was taken to the Snyder Regional Medical Center, where he was treated for several gunshot wounds. Detectives said their preliminary investigation into the shooting revealed that officers were making an inspection of the housing community when they began chasing several males. During the chase, police discharged shots which struck the victim. Police confiscated 2 firearms from the immediate area. Major crime detectives are actively investigating this case. Persons with information regarding this incident are asked to contact the WSVI-TV Major Crimes Unit at 340-642-8449. Internal Affairs Bureau at 340-774-2452. Emergency 911 or Crime Stoppers VI at 1-800-222-TIPS. New tonight, Board of Education officials are unhappy with the slow pace of efforts to reopen St. Croix Central High School after being closed for months due to sewage issues. Here is more from Essie Gaston Edwards.
The VI Board of Education expressed its frustration over the weekend with the slow-moving project to reopen Central High School. In updating the board, St. Croix District Superintendent Gary Malloy said, while work at the school is not complete, It is the department's intent to do whatever it is necessary to open the school for the coming 2014-2015 school year. Education Commissioner Donna Fred Gregory was unable to attend the regular meeting Saturday, but sent her district superintendents to relay information to the board. Malloy said he has been in communication with Public Works Department and the Waste Management Authority officials who are taking the lead in fixing the sewer and storm drain issue that closed the school. Classes were suspended March 18th when dozens of students were piled into ambulances and emergency medical vehicles after some type of noxious fumes, now blamed on a condemned sewage system, caused them to experience vomiting, headaches, and dizziness, while a few even fainted, collapsing in front of their schoolmates. The incident on the campus was the third instance of a foul odor in just more than a month and resulted in the most intense symptoms. The school has been closed since then, and students remained at home for 2 weeks until April 1st, when they began sharing the St. Croix Educational Complex campus on a double session schedule. While more than 2 full months have passed, Malloy said the magnitude of the problem at the school is still being assessed. He said smoke testing has been completed to determine how the systems are connected to the campus and possible areas, such as the cafeteria and other wings of the school, where sewer gases could be leaking into the campus. Malloy said the second phase of work has also been completed, which included similar smoke testing in the vocational area and the gymnasium. At this point, Public Works and Waste Management are awaiting additional information to determine how and when to go forward with Phase 3, which will conclude running a camera through the sewage and storm drain systems to determine if there are any obstructions that hinder the free flow of the sewage.
More pain at the pump for drivers on St. Croix. Gas prices went up 3 cents per gallon today. The wholesale gas price of gasoline rose slightly today as Hovenza adjusted its rack rates. The change will increase the rack rates. The price of fuel purchased wholesale at the Hovenza truck loading station on St. Croix across the board by 3 cents per gallon. Under today's adjustment, independent gas station operators in the territory are now paying $3.48 per gallon for regular gasoline, $3.72 per gallon for premium gasoline, and $3.45 per gallon for diesel fuel when they buy their fuel wholesale at Hovenza. The prices include the 14 cents per gallon tax that Hovenza collects for the government. The rack rates influence retail gasoline prices in the territory because independent gas station operators can buy their gasoline at the loading station, then resell it to their customers. The new rack rates are effective through Sunday. Stay tuned, we have more news right after this.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And here's Ashley Messiah with your weekly Crime Stoppers report.
Good evening, everyone. This is Ashley Messiah with your weekly Crime Stoppers. Good evening, everyone. This is Ashley Messiah with your weekly Crime Stoppers. Please continue to speak up so that the U.S. Virgin Islands becomes one of the safest places in the world to live, work, and raise a family. If you know something, say something. Make sure no crime goes unsolved. Even the smallest bit of information may be just what law enforcement needs to solve the following cases. St. John. Police received 2 reports on May 13th that between 1 p.m. and 4:30 p.m., 2 spare tires were removed from 2 Jeep Wranglers. These vehicles were parked in the area of Lynn Trail and Jumbi Bay on North Shore Road. Please help police solve this crime. St. Thomas. On Saturday, May 24th at 8 p.m., 2 black males were dressed in all black entered Nilda's grocery store in Estate Tortillas. Both men pointed at handguns at the patron while demanding money. The victim complied and gave the suspect money in excess of $100. A cell phone was taken from off the victim. If you know who these 2 suspects are, please do the right thing and let us or the police know. St. Croix. 29-year-old Cornelius Monarch left his home on Sunday, May 4th around 7 p.m. He was reported missing at about 9:30. the following morning. The same morning, concerned citizens reported seeing a body floating in the water just south of Rainbow Beach in Frederickstead at 10:30 a.m. Police recovered Mr. Monarch's body. Please tell us if you saw him anywhere during the hours he was missing. Any information you can provide might help the police solve this case. These crimes could easily have been happening to you. Report what you know about any crimes by calling 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-8477. Or online at www.crimestoppersusvi.org, or you can also text USVI plus your message to crimes at 276437. If your tips leads to an arrest or the recovery of stolen property, illegal drugs, or weapon, besides making your home a safer place, you will receive a cash reward to be paid according to your instructions. Please note, our technology keeps reporters anonymous. Learn how we do this by visiting www.crimestoppersusvi.org and click on How It Works. This is Ashley Masai reporting your weekly Crime Stoppers for News Channel 8.
Thank you very much, Ashley. And now, here is Cynthia Graham with your nightly Caribbean Report.
Thank you, Junior. On Sunday night in Trinidad, two young brothers lost their lives in an exceptionally violent way when they were shot, execution style, after gunmen stormed into their home. The killings took place in the island's Morvant neighborhood in front of the youngster's mother, who escaped the home unharmed. 9-year-old Jadel Holder and his older brother Jamal Brathwaite, 15, were ordered to lie face down before being shot in the back of the head. The boy's mother, Michelle Holder, and a 16-year-old neighbor escaped the home. Investigators believe that Brathwaite, who was well known to police for gang activity and other recent shootings, was the target of the crime. His younger brother was said to be following in his path. This brings the total murders in Trinidad to 185 this year, compared to 154 the same time last year. In an effort to combat the country's dengue mosquito problem and eliminate the risk of citizens contracting the sometimes deadly fever, Panama has released its first batch of genetically engineered mosquitoes in a suburb near Panama City. The male mosquitoes used in the controlled evaluation have been engineered with a lethal gene that will kill the offspring of any female mosquito with which they mate. Through the end of the year, up to 60,000 male mosquitoes will be released 3 times a week. Male mosquitoes do not bite or spread disease. Dengue fever has been on the rise in Panama. In 2013, over 3,000 cases were reported, more than triple the amount reported in 2012. And finally tonight, 2 legendary West Indies cricket stars, Sir Garfield Sobers and Sir Curtly Ambrose, have come on board to mentor the West Indies team as players prepare for the upcoming Test series against New Zealand. The announcement came last week from the West Indies head coach, Otis Gibson. Sir Gary, considered by many to be the greatest all-around player in cricket's history, will work with the batsmen before the team departs to Jamaica tomorrow to participate in the first Test bowls on June 8th. Sir Curtly, one of the best fast bowlers of all time, is the West Indies team's new bowling consultant and will work with the team during the upcoming 3 Tests and double T20 internationals. Well, this has been tonight's Caribbean Report. I'm Cynthia Graham. We'll be back here tomorrow to bring you more news and views from in and around the Caribbean. Junior, back to you.
No, thank you, Cynthia. As promised last night, here is more on the VITEMA Disaster Preparedness Expo that was recently held on St. Croix.
How are you doing today? Today this is WAPA's booth and we're demonstrating electric safety. This is something that's very important in this expo because one of the things that we mention a lot in this expo is preparedness. So in doing this, we're going to discuss electric safety. This right here is called a pad mount transformer and it's found in Christiansted Town. It's found by offices and large powered businesses. if you ever see one of these and it's open or it's somehow been vandalized, what you need to do is call VI-WAPA in a situation like this, because this has live power and power can hurt individuals. In this demonstration, people use a lot metal poles to collect fruits that they desire, such as mangoes and avocados, breadfruit, etc. So what we tell people is that if you have a fruit tree that's in power lines, we tell them stay away from that tree, stay away from using metal poles to pick from that tree, because metal is a conductor of electricity, and this is what could happen in a situation like this. So this is called arcing, and arcing is when electricity jumps. So now you have the electricity jumping from the poles, our power pole lines, to the metal pipe. The guy is holding the metal pipe, so he gets electrocuted, and then electricity goes to ground.
Hi, I'm Lourdes. I'm a representative of Home Depot. This is our table. On the table, we have a few items that's required for hurricane preparedness. These are some of the before and after stuff that you're required to need. The basic stuff like the flashlight, the batteries, the gas to put in your fuel. Also, what is not displayed here that is also required is for you to go to the ATM and withdraw cash just in case the generators do not come on, fill up your tank with gas, and have your health insurance card and all this other stuff. If you could have a safe, a fire, water safe, and secure these items, it's greatly recommended.
We're here once again at the expo that VI-TV is conducting, and this is Dr. James St. Croix, Administrator. It's always a pleasure to know that VI-TV is always on the job and preparing us for the next hurricane season, and not just hurricane, but any kind of disasters that comes our way. This is an opportunity to showcase the agencies that are affiliated, are responsible, and what they do with respect to any kind of the natural disaster. So we hope that the community enjoys what we did today and enjoyed the fact that VI-TV is always again on the job and preparing us for our hurricane season, which begins, by the way, June 1st, 2014. It's supposed to be a slow hurricane season, but you never know.
Stay with us. We have more news straight ahead.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Finally tonight, Kurt Vialet, the current principal of the Arthur A. Richards Junior High School on St. Croix, recently announced his candidacy for the seat in the 31st legislature.
Carefully look at the individuals that you're voting for, because come November, we want a good team. But we want a good team after November to be meeting immediately that we are a St. Croix coalition. And we want immediately after that to be able to sit down with the governor that was elected before they are sworn in January, and sit down and say, hey, these are our concerns with St. Croix. We have to push St. Croix forward, so we want you to be ready so that when you hit the ground and we hit the ground, we could both run together. Because if one person running and one walking, somebody will fall down. So vote number 13, you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for coming out. I appreciate you guys being here.
That's interesting. Stay with us. We have your weather coming up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And here's a look at your local weather.
Tonight, isolated showers after 8 p.m. Partly cloudy with a low around 75. East-southeast wind 7 to 9 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Wednesday, isolated showers after 1 p.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 84. East wind around 11 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 10%. Wednesday night, scattered showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 75. East wind 11 to 13 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. On Thursday, scattered showers, mainly before noon. Partly sunny with a high near 84. East wind 9 to 17 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. And on Thursday night, scattered showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 73. East wind 15 to 17 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. This is Cheryl Francis with your Channel 8 News Weather.
Thank you very much for tuning in. That's all we have for local news. Be sure to like us on Facebook at WSVI-CH8. And do not forget to follow us on WSVI-TV News. And be sure to subscribe to Channel 8 on your YouTube at WSVI-TV News Channel 8. Watch us on your computer, plus use the free Dish Anywhere app to DVR us or watch us anywhere in the world on your smartphone or tablet. I'm Junior Garcia, and World News is up next. Good night, Virgin Islands.
TV8 News was brought to you by Total Excellium. More protection, more miles. Total. You know where to turn.